The Yad Vashem Institute published a statement, and I quote, "Poland was the first country where Jews were forced to wear a distinctive badge in order to isolate them from the surrounding population." This sentence is simply a lie. Not a mistake, not an inaccuracy. A lie which reverses the roles of the victim and the executioner and falsifies the history of Poland during World War II. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, and on September 17th, from the east, the Red Army treacherously marched in. The Polish state was shattered, and its lands came under German and Soviet occupation. From that moment, Poland had no authority over its own territory. The law was imposed by the German occupier. It was the German occupying authorities, not Poland, that introduced the order for Jews to wear armbands, Stars of David, and other markings. Their goal was isolation, humiliation, and preparation for extermination. Saying today that Poland was the first country where Jews were forced to wear a distinctive badge is like saying the victim is responsible for the executioner's tools of crime. In these territories, an independent Polish state no longer existed. Nazi law was created by the Germans. In 1939, about 10% of the citizens of the Second Polish Republic were of Jewish origin. That was millions of people. For hundreds of years, Poland was a place to which Jews fled from all over Europe, from persecution and pogroms. They found freedom of religion, opportunity for development, and a relative tolerance lacking elsewhere. It was no accident that it was called Paradisus Judaeorum, a paradise for Jews. After the defeat of the September campaign, the Polish lands were ruled by the German occupation administration. The Third Reich created the system of markings, ghettos, mass executions, and deportations to concentration and extermination camps. In occupied Poland, hiding Jews was punishable by death, often for the entire family, and even neighbors. At a time when in the camps, Jews were guarded by the brutal Jewish Kapo police, thousands of Poles risked their lives hiding Jews in homes, barns, basements, and forests. This is precisely what Yad Vashem itself recognized, awarding Poles the highest number in the world of the titles Righteous Among the Nations, 7,232. The same institute that confirms the unprecedented scale of Polish aid to Jews simultaneously publishes a post suggesting that Poland was the first country to force them to wear isolation markings. After the Jews, Poles were the second most numerous national group murdered by the Germans. The German occupier pursued a policy of extermination against Poles: executions, camps, pacifications of villages, destruction of elites and culture. A symbol of Polish resistance and concern for the fate of the Jews is cavalry captain Witold Pilecki. He voluntarily allowed himself to be arrested to get sent to Auschwitz, organized a resistance there, documented crimes against Jews, and after escaping, delivered the Pilecki reports to the West. Some of the first testimonies of the German extermination. The Western world largely disregarded these warnings, unwilling to believe the scale of the crimes. The post suggesting that Poland was the first country where Jews were forced to wear a distinctive badge in order to isolate them from the surrounding population is a lie. Poland was at that time an occupied country. All regulations concerning Jews, including the obligation to wear markings, were introduced by the German occupying authorities. Poland for centuries was a refuge for Jews, and despite the threat of death for entire families, it is Poles who constitute the most numerous group of righteous among the nations. Yad Vashem. This post is a lie. You have a duty to correct it, to apologize, and you have a duty to show gratitude to the Polish nation, which, despite unimaginable terror, saved Jews more often than any other nation in the world.